with two rock stars this evening, and I can't wait for you to hear from them because two of them, they are incredible women, moms, wives, friends to many of you, but they're really two of the pillars of the Happy Co. And it's really my honor to have the opportunity to be working with both of them. We talk every day, and you're going to learn a lot about how they're building their business. And the purpose of these Zooms are not to have you do something that's not currently working for you. So let me say that again. If you're doing something in your business and it's currently working for you, you should continually do what you're doing. But maybe you might jump on one of these Zooms and hear from one of our amazing leaders and say, oh, that's something that I like to incorporate in my business. And I always recommend, if you're working with someone, check with your uplines and check with them and see if it's something that you can incorporate together. So again, we're going to be getting kicked off in about 60 seconds. Send any last minute text to any people on your team. You want to let them know they want to be here this evening. I'm going to have Julia start now recording some of these Zooms. So I'm just letting everyone know, because you want your team to show up. You don't want everyone to catch it on the recording. You want them to catch it live. Isn't there something about live? Who wants to go to a recorded concert, or who wants to go to a live concert? Want to go to a live event, right? So there's something special about being here live. So we're going to get this kicked off here in about 60 seconds. Send any last minute texts out. And I can't wait to get started this evening. Let me have another sip of this. Now I know they're shipping yours out, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to receive yours soon, but this stuff is yummy, yummy, yummy. Frost. I am frosty this evening. So what I like to do, let's kick the Zoom off. Welcome, everyone. It's my honor this evening to be on this Zoom with you. And it's my honor to share the Zoom with two ladies that I call two pillars in our company here at the Happy Co. They work side by side each and every day. And I remember when I first came into network marketing, I had my partner and we called one another Batman and Robin. I mean, we did everything together. We woke up in the morning early on the phone, as they do, because sometimes we're on the phone. My time is Puerto Rico is 10 o'clock here. Candy's 4 hours difference in the Pacific time, so 6 a.m. her time. So we're always strategizing, connecting with one another, always trying to find out how they could make your business more profitable. And first, I'd like to introduce Candy. Candy's in Washington. You're going to hear from Candy, and you're also going to hear from the rock star, Carrie Cotis. Now, how many of you would like to have close to 200 personal customers in your organization? Is that amazing? Okay, so you're going to hear from the amazing Carrie Cotis. And so what I'm going to do first, I'm going to turn it over to Candy, and I'm going to let her introduce her business partner. And Candy, please take it away. Thank you very much.
And I want to say thank you, Brian, so much. That's 200 orders a month. Every month, she's a rock star. So you're going to want to have your pen and paper. She is a rock star. So you want to be ready. So I'm going to get it going, and then she's going to hit it home. So I have the privilege of working with Brian every day and Carrie every day, and love this company. So me and Carrie put our heads together and said, what can we do today that you can maximize your business this week, right? We want to put into action what we learn. If you hear something, right? What did we hear on Saturday? We have an amazing group launching. How can you take advantage of that group? I don't know how to reach out to people. How am I going to do that? Here's what we're going to say. So it's the Healthy and Happy Challenge. I made notes because I can scroll moments here. Starts January 15th. So you've got this whole week to promote and get your VIP list. So you're like, well, what am I promoting? Make your list so you can do curiosity posts. I highly suggest on your personal page and post it in your stores almost every day. Piquing interest. On your page, we'll do a surprising look or things like that, saying, oh my gosh, we are starting a Healthy, Happy Challenge. You want to get in on this? I am so excited. We're having weekly giveaways. I wrote down a bunch what we're doing. Weekly challenges on better sleep, We're going to have tips. We're going to have ideas, weekly giveaways, all, list the benefits. Why do people want to join this group? Because they're getting us on top of the amazing products. So you're going to promote this. When they comment on your page, get them into Messenger. This is the big thing. This is where you find out what they need. So my whole thing, if I've never talked to somebody before, I say, hey, you commented on my group or on my page about the Healthy Happy Challenge. I would love for you to join us. We're going to have weekly giveaways, tips and ideas, recipes, list the good stuff that's in there. Is this something you're interested in? I always end with a question and then have them come back. Didn't have anybody say no. Nobody says no. Yeah, I want to be in that. Awesome. To be added to the group, you need one of our Dose Duo orders or 2 products. And I would love to help find what products will fit you best. Are you ready to get started? Simple. You switch it up to make your wording. We all talk different, right? We all have our different, but that gets the story going. So you're posting your stories. Who wants to start the year off right? Man, I'm looking excited. Water challenge. We're going to have a water challenge, all kinds of stuff. So find what piques the interest. Curiosity is the best way to go. Prepping now. Doing this, prepping it's going to get you conversations. They might not order. They might order, but you're planting seeds. So now you've made your list of people who to follow up with, right? Carrie will go through this too about follow-up. If you start reaching out tomorrow, you'd want to follow up in a couple days. Hey, still checking in. I don't want to bother you, but you're still interested. We're going to be adding people to this group, and I just don't want you to miss this. I'm so excited. It's just an easy follow-up and to keep them going and piquing the interest and finding out what will help them. So after they, of course, are going to want the products. We love the products. They're going to get into an amazing group, added all benefits of that. Now, this is the big thing. This is where Carrie, I will tell you, please have your pen and paper down. This is why she has so many orders every month, order after every month, because she's amazing at follow-up. She has a simple system that you can tweak to fit you, but if you follow this, our team follows this. So we grow and grow. Multiple people, triple cab every month because of this. And repeat orders. That's your residual check, my friends. It's repeat orders. That's what you want. So after you get them to order, right? They place their order. You're excited. You get them, they're on your VIP list. You're ready to add them to the group, all that stuff. Their orders, their products are on their way. Now Carrie's going to share how she keeps them as a customer, keeps them involved. And they stay with her for years. And we've been with this company over 4.5 years. She still has people. So listen, this is important. She's amazing. I love you, Carrie, very much. And I can't stress enough. Be ready for this. This is awesome stuff.
Well, thank you very much. I love you too. You are a rock star bomb leader. You need to know that. Everyone needs to know that. And the amazing Brian Heflin as well. He is. Pleasure to work with both of them. Guys, what Candy and Brian said, we are blessed to be in this company. I cannot thank the good Lord enough. But I'm going to tell you something that I do is I like to build relationships with people, with my customers. So I got a few notes here, so don't mind if I glance once in a while. So when they put their order in, like Candy said, I'm going to leave off with that. So they put their order in. So then I automatically tell them, okay, you let me know when your order comes in, but I will make a note, right? And everybody that I've talked to, potentials or a customer, I always have something to write their name down because otherwise I forget, or put it in your phone in your notes. That way, I can look the next day. Oh, okay, Sue, Renee. Oh, I better go back and check in with them. And you got your message in Messenger or in your text, your last message, the date, the time when you last talked to them. So you're not going to be blowing it up if you just talked to them, 10 hours ago or whatever, because you'd be surprised. You kind of forget if you talk to a bunch of people every day. So anyway, they call you, hey, I got my stuff, or they text me, I got my stuff. Okay. So before that, what I usually try to do is I tell them how to take the products. I want them to know for sure how to take the products a good way and get good results, right? So on day one, so in the morning, you figure they're going to take them right away. I look at the clock, and I look at my list. About 10, 11, 12 o'clock, I'll get in touch with them. Hey, how'd you feel this morning? They'll tell me whatever. Go on, day 3, I'll contact these new people again, okay? Day 1, day 3, how are they doing? So on day 3, you're going to gauge how they're feeling. Are they feeling good? Are they feeling bad? Or do they got headaches? Are they detoxing? You know, kind of just fix and refine, talk to them a little bit, push the water, whatever. Just gauge how they're doing. If they're doing great, then I don't contact them again till day 6, day 7, maybe, okay? So new customers, that first week, I contact them at least 3 times, okay? The second week, they're doing great, maybe once for sure, maybe twice, okay? The third week, once. And then the fourth week, once. And then I have them in a folder here, okay? Sometimes twice if I feel or get a hint that they're kind of struggling or whatever. And then on that day, about the second week, then I'll say, hey, have you told anybody how great you feel? I would love to help them. I'll let them answer me. Always let them answer. And also, I forgot to say this, get to know them. Get to know them. Do they have kids? What are they looking for? What is their main goal? I do have a customer follow-up sheet that I made up for myself, and I write down their information, the products that they are on, and what their goals are. And I look at that every time I contact them. And you just build relationships with them. And then after they're on the products for a week or 2, then I only contact them maybe once a week. But every month I go into my back office and I go through all the active orders for about the last 6 weeks, and I contact them, ask them how they're doing. How are you doing? Are you feeling good? Is there any questions I can answer? That's basically it. Being friendly, building a relationship. I don't cold message. I am against that. I'm not very fond of that, I should say. I like to build relationships. So that's what I do. Brian,
Ladies
you're
and
me.
gentlemen, give Candy and Carrie some love in the chats, please. Now, aren't they amazing? Give them some love in the chats, because what they're sharing with you is the simplicity of how we build our business. Wouldn't we agree? Wouldn't you agree that that was simple by just putting a 5 in the chats? If you agree that that was simple, put a 5 in the chats. All right. Because my mentor always showed me, it taught me, he said, Brian, the fortune is in the follow-up and the follow through. How many of you have been guilty of getting a customer and not following up? Hey, I'm raising my hand. I'm with you, right? Okay. And so there's a $1 billion company out there. You probably have heard of the name of it. It's called Herbalife. Anyone ever heard of that company? Okay. A good tip also when you're following up with your customers is not to ask, did they use the products today? How about asking when you follow up, how did you use the products today? Think about that, right? Because let's say they did use the products, but they're not using them correctly. Let's say they took the Unwind in the morning. Let's say they took their Max Coffee at nighttime before bed, right? Okay, we know they're not going to get the desired results, right? So a good question is, how did you use the product? So again, I want to congratulate Candy and Carrie. They're 2 rock stars. Isn't it great? I mean, they're both like diamonds. Think about that. You think they've been supporting one another? Can I get some love in the chats for them? Can I get some love? Do you think they've been supporting one another? Yes, they've been supporting one another, encouraging one another, and challenging one another to become better so that they can support their teams, okay? And those of you that are on Candy's team, you know her, right? Candy's a sweetheart, but she'll tell it like it is, right? Look at here, okay? So that's what I want to share with the next part of this evening, because when I came into network marketing, my mentor was respectful. My mentor had created more millionaires than anyone in this industry, but I wanted it straight. I didn't want any fluff. I said, give it to me straight. Tell me what exactly I need to do to become successful in this industry. I need to make 6 figures as quickly as possible because my traditional business is killing me. I'm working 16 hours a day, 7 days a week. Just give it to me straight. And he says, Brian, you really want it straight? I said, I want it straight. You really want it straight? I want it straight. Now, how many of you like to hear the truth? Because some people don't want to hear the truth, right? I mean, put a 5 in the comments if you like to hear the truth, okay? Because I'm going to give you the truth this evening, okay? Does everyone want the truth? Put a 5 in the comments. Okay, great. I'm going to give it to you. We spoke last week about being good, or you can be excellent, or you can be elite. Good, excellent, or elite. If you just want to be good, just put a 2 in the comments. If you want to be elite, put a 4 in the comments, please. Okay, I see elite here. Awesome, awesome. Because how do we become elite is, how do we lead our teams? But first we have to lead ourselves. So my mentor said, you can't lead a team, Brian, until you learn how to be consistent with leading yourself. Because if you're not leading yourself with consistency, your bad habits are going to rub off on your team. So think about that, right? I'm not leading consistently, and my bad habits will then rub off on my team. So that's important, consistency of effort. When you lead a team, ladies and gentlemen, it's a big responsibility. Don't you feel a load sometimes when you have people on your team and they're relying on you to actually support them and help them? But let me tell everyone a secret here. If you're keeping everyone happy on your team, you're not leading. We see that again. If you're keeping it, making everyone happy on your team, you're not leading. What do I mean by that? Because your job isn't to be liked and loved all the time. Your job is to be respected and appreciated. Because if you're liked and loved all the time, that means sometimes you're not actually leading your team and telling them the truth of what they currently need to hear sometimes. Right? Now, my mentor taught me that. He says, Brian, who's the most important person on your team? And I was young. I said, my downline. He laughed. He said, I'm going to ask you that question again. Who's the most important person on your team? And I said, my downline. How many of you would have thought your downline? Come on, be true. Come on, give me a 3 in the comments if you think your downline is the most important person on your team. Okay? It's your upline. It's your upline. Why do I say that? Who helps you build your business, your downline or your upline? Your upline, right? The solid rock in your organizations, all of the fab that's here, the Courtneys, the Candys, the Carries, Tiffany's, the Kennys, the Melissa Lucas, the Melissa Perdots. They're rocks, aren't they? Do you have to worry about them being solid and being here for you? You don't have to worry about them, right? So they're the solid rock for you to lean on to help you build your business. So here's what's important. Respect their time. Respect their time. And here's what I mean by that. Sometimes people say, I'm making you money. You need to be here for me. Don't you feel sometimes the downline has that? I'm making you money. You should be at my beck and call. right? Okay, no. My mentor shared this with me, and you've heard this from many other leaders. You've heard this from Eric Worre. He says, who do you work with on your team? You don't work with people on your team that want your time. You don't work with people on your team that need your time. You work with people on your team that deserve your time. There's it. I saw it in the chat, P. All right. P is on it. She's got it. You work with people on your team that deserve your time. Now, how do you know if they deserve your time? You're doing the activities daily and they noticed you doing the activities, and then they give you their time. I had to earn my mentor's time. I mean, I had a man that made over $100 million in this last 10 years of network marketing, spending his time with me. He actually told me, I wanted it straight. He says, Brian, the only way that I can support you is to put people in front of me. Now, I'm going to say that again to everyone. You want to know how to utilize your upline? I know I have her on the Zoom because she hit me up in the chat this morning, and we're doing a Zoom after this. Okay, she's on the Zoom this evening. She hit me up early this morning and said, I want you to meet someone. And you know why I answered right away? I answered right away because I saw her at convention. I answered right away because I see her in the activity. I answered right away because I see her positivity. I answered right away because I see she's committed. That's why after this Zoom, that'll be 10 o'clock my time. I'm going to jump on her Zoom with her prospect. Because she's shown me that she deserves my time. I'm going to be at her beck and call because she shows up. So you want to work with your teams who show up. Now, some people might ask, well, Brian, I want to build a large organization. I've got my little distributor. I got my baby here, and I got to take care of my baby, you know? No, okay, you love them. Now, wouldn't we agree? I know there's lots of parents out there. Don't you have a favorite? Come on, right? We love all of our kids, but there's a favorite, right? Ladies and gentlemen, am I right? Give me some love in the comments that you have a favorite. Now, you may say no, but you talk to your friends. Like I know my mom loves my two sisters, but I'm her favorite. Who can, no, I mean, I'm her favorite. You know? Now, she loves them. Did Gabrielle say, what? No, she's winking, okay? We know. If you have children, sometimes you have a favorite. Now, how do they become the favorite? They're just a perfect little child, aren't they? They just don't give you any problems. They go to sleep every night. They don't stay up. And you brag and say, you know what? I never had any problem with Johnny. Johnny just good to sleep right away. But Mary, boy, you know, she was a handful, right? Okay. And so your distributors, don't treat them like a baby. You love on them. You work with them, but your job is to make them self-sufficient. Let me say that again. Your job is to make them self-sufficient. Let me give you an example. Some people send me messages in the chat and say, hey, could you tell me if there's caffeine in the shake? I'm like, I'll go back into the messenger and send them the website. Right? Now, why do I do that? And if you're answering those questions for your team, let me share with you why. You have to build your business today, ladies and gentlemen, as if you have 500 to 1,000 people on your team. However you start is however you would end. And let me share with you what will happen. Think about that, please. Because if you're doing everything for them, what are they going to continue relying on you to do? Everything for them. And what happens to your business when you take off? Your sales are dropping, aren't they? Because you were the person that was doing everything for them. But if you develop leaders that are self-functional, self-reliable, what's going to happen to your business. Whether you take off for a week, a month, a year, I don't recommend a year, let's say a month. You will still have a business thriving when you return. Wouldn't we agree? So you want to make your teams and help them become self-functional. Now I'm going to cover something this evening. Some of you might, again, you said you wanted it, you wanted the truth. So I'm going to share something. We all in chats, right? We all have chats. But in chats, we have different team members in those chats, right? From different organizations. Only positivity is put in a chat. Let me say that again. Only positivity. See, we're speaking about being elite here. See, because I know each and every one of you on this Zoom, if you want to make 6 figures or 7 figures a year, you can. I know you can. But you have to think about being elite. And I'm just sharing with you how elite leaders build their business in this industry. You know why I spend time with Candy Carey, Courtney, Melissa Lucas, Melissa Prideaux, Kenny Rossi, Tiffany Chauser? Because they're positive. They're positive. They give me energy. They give me life. So here's an example to chat. You know what? I received the product and it blew up today. Now, is that something you put in the chat? Here's what I think about it. That's something you want to take to your upline off the chat. Because what if someone is new in the chat and they're in the business, they just getting going, they haven't received their products today, they read that and they say, these products blow up? All right, see, now Tamara's laughing, okay? She's got it, okay? And see, that's why. Now, some people say, well, I'm getting, it's like I have people at my fingertips and I can just ask the questions. We have to be cognizant of that. There's other team members in there and we can all agree people interpret things differently. So it's up for us to police the chats. If you see something in a chat and it's not positive and it's not inspiring and it's not motivated, how about just sending that person a private message and say, hey, I can help you with that, but that's not something we want to put in a chat. People say, what don't we put in a chat? Anything that's not positive, anything that's not inspiring, right? Anything that's not positive, anything that's not inspiring, it doesn't go in the chat, okay? And the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because you're all elite. You're all elite. But I'm just sharing with you, how do we take this company to $1 billion company? That's why I'm here. I'm here for that. I'm not here to this company to do, 10 million a month, 20 million a month. With the team that we have, each and every one of you, this can be $1 billion company, but we have to build the foundation the correct way. We can't have our team members not building their business and taking the responsibility for building their business and encouraging one another, creating that loving, inspiring environment with no negativity. Hey, I have it. You know who I call? I call my friends who are not in the business. That's who I unload on. But I don't unload on my team members and I don't unload on my downline, okay? Sometimes we all need an ear, right? But I unload and I check in with them. So let me let everyone know there's 2 sides to this business. You're all masters at developing customers. You have Carrie and Candy, who are amazing leaders. We have other amazing leaders that can support you. You decide what part of the business that you want to work. Now, my mentor said, Brian, you do both. You recruit people, you get customers yourself, and then you recruit and train people to get customers and recruit new business partners and customers. So you recruit people to get customers and train people how to get business partners, and you just duplicate that process. So I recruit new business partners to attain customers. That's what we do. Now, if you want to make $500 to $1,000 a month, that's fine. You can do that with your customer base. But if you want to make tens of thousands of dollars per month, you're going to have to start developing these skill sets and start leading your teams to help support them so that they can bring someone's on, oh, you got that, Julie? Okay. So that they can start helping their team members develop a small customer base themselves, so that now you're truly you're truly now achieving the residual income that this industry pays us. So tonight, you know, I wanted to come here with Candy and Carrie and just share with you that I wouldn't be here without this. The rock star of our business is our product. When we agree, we've got some incredible products. Now, how do we win? We get them in the mouths of people out there in the marketplace. People ask me, how do I recruit? I have a leader that wants to show, I want to show you the compensation plan. I always say, get the products in their body. You don't have to work. See? I've got a leader I want to put you on the phone with, Brian. They want you to share the compensation plan with them. I always say, get them in a customer group, get the products in their bodies, and then let's have a conversation. So that's the star of our business, the products. That's why Carrie's a Black Diamond. You know how many of our customers upgrade? Lots of them. They believe in the products. What's a better business partner, brand partner? Someone who what? Believes in products, right? So ladies and gentlemen, we promise that we're going to keep this Zoom short, but I am going to drop on you. I have my notebook here. I mean, here's, look, this is years of notes. I'm old school, okay? I said, I want to show my notebook, okay? And so you asked me, was I a student of this industry? Yes, I was a student. I was a student. I wanted to know how to build my business the right way. And I'm going to continue with leaders of our company. Next week, you're going to hear from 2 other rock stars and keep dropping nuggets on you to help you not become good, but to help you become elite. Elite. So I appreciate each and every one of you. And again, congratulations for, you knocked it out the park. I mean, when you have sales over 4 figures in less than 48 hours, we've got something special here. We got something really special, but it couldn't have been done without you. It couldn't have been done without you. And so I want to, from the bottom of my heart, with lots of love and gratitude, say thank you to each and every one of you. It's my honor, and I feel truly blessed to have the opportunity to serve each of you. I want nothing more than for you to be able to achieve the dreams and goals that you have for yourself, because I know from the bottom of my heart, ladies and gentlemen, this is an incredible vehicle if you treat your business like a business and just show up every day. And we're always here to support you. And I'm going to shout out her name. Ashley's, I know she's on this Zoom. She's the one that hit me up this morning. She's the one that said, hey, Brian, I've got someone, so give her a round of applause, right? Okay. You know, I want to shout her out because she showed up she showed up at convention. I watch her in the chats. I watch her leading her team. She comes with positivity. She comes with energy. And guess who I like to be around? I like to be around that energy. So Ashley, we're going to do that Zoom this evening in another 25 minutes and we're going to knock it out the park. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate each and every one of you. All of you have a good night. And next week, we are going to have 2 more amazing leaders here that will be sharing with you the training. And these trainings are to help you each week advance your business, because now we know we have the challenge coming up. So the valuable information that you heard from the amazing Candy McCaffey and Carrie Cotis can help set you up so that you can capitalize with this challenge. So everyone, appreciate and love you, and everyone have a good night. Good night, everyone.